gear now, 32 miles an hour. Just getting up a little bit closer to the speed limit, which is currently 40. And at the roundabout then I'm going ahead. Other routes. Little bit of brake and third gear, committing to going. Fourth. At the roundabout then, I'm going left. Quick check to my right. Third gear's okay. Bit of gas so that I'm ahead of the Mercedes. And at the next roundabout then, fourth gear. At the next roundabout, going ahead. Going to stay in fourth gear on this occasion. Car's fine at those revs. At no point was the car struggling with the little bit of incline at the speed that it was travelling, so it was absolutely fine. Okay, at the next roundabout then, Tewkesbury Cross, I'm going right. Little bit of brake. Slightly more as it starts to become a bit more of a hill. Right then, mirror, signal into that right hand lane. Straight into first gear now. Got to be a bit careful of this person on my left that they don't just go in a straight line. If they go a little quicker, then great, I'll just go a little slower. Then there won't be a problem if they come over. White car was fine. Check the left side, signal. Okay, signal off, third gear. Now fourth. Not giving the car much by way of acceleration because the traffic ahead is not moving that fast. Right then, just lifting off the gas a little bit. And at the roundabout then, I am going left. Mirror, mirror, signal. Little bit of braking, just looking at where that Mercedes is going. Cool, he's turning in. Where's the Ford going? They're going ahead. First gear. After them, I can go second as I come off the roundabout because it was easy to do. Cancelled a signal with my finger because it was easy to do. Straight ahead at the roundabout. First. Holding back slightly for the Volvo. Taking the next turning on my left then, so good check of all my mirrors. I checked all because I could. The mirrors I needed to check was interior and left door. Okay, no one around. On this occasion then, the person was asked to stop by this bush. This definitely qualifies as a hill start. I'm going to stop here because if I stop by the bush I'll be a little bit awkward. That position's fine. And then driving on. Being a little bit careful of that cyclist. Okay, I've checked my mirrors. I'm coming around the P plate. Need to be a little bit careful of the car in the junction and the oncoming car. Just holding back a little bit then by lifting off. A little bit more gas now. Slightly moving over to the left because that person looked like they might have come through. Mirror, mirror, signal. Bit of braking. My intention at the moment is to follow that person then. And straight round because I can see. Third. Person on test did a parallel park here. I'll point out where they did it. I'm not going to perform one. Okay, it was before the bus shelter that's on the right hand side. It was in this area here. In fact, it may well have been using this particular car, the Alfa Romeo. Okay, just being a little bit careful of the pedestrians, especially that one on the left who didn't seem to look in my direction. A little quicker at the moment. Visibility is not the best. Straight ahead at this next roundabout as well as the last one, and then at the next roundabout I'm going left. The next roundabout then I'm going left. Roundabout I'm going left. So mirror, mirror, signal. Bear in mind please, when you see my head movements, my eyes are camera's situated in the middle of my forehead, so how the camera actually looks is quite different. Now I was just hanging back there in case anyone did any lane changes, just been a little bit careful with this Astra. Gonna go now, and at my next roundabout then I need to be going right, and it's a multi-lane roundabout. I know the roundabout, and I know that I can use what will become the middle lane, which is why I'm staying in this left-hand lane at the moment. So this roundabout is called Blade Grove, and I can use the right-hand lane, the left-hand side of the roundabout, for this right-hand turn. So I've gone in the quieter lane now. By hanging around in this spot here now, I've got good visibility. If I was alongside the Mini, I'd have very little by way of visibility, so this could be my chance. I'm not going to go because of the Golf. I'm going to go after the Golf. Okay, here I am going then. Keeping that right signal on. Need to be careful of anybody around me. Change that signal. Since I'm not overtaking anybody, then I'm using this left-hand driving lane. It is a dual carriageway, but it's only a 40. And on the signs then, the signs tell me that lane 1 is M4 London, B4005 is lane number 2. Now that's the one that I need, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here at the moment because of what's going on the right-hand side of me. And I'm going to do my lane change just after. There we go. So I'm going to come over now. Signal off. I'm now in the correct lane for a straight ahead. I'm committed to going. This now becomes the leftmost lane. Just need to be a little bit careful of that person. And I'm going ahead now. Rawton. On the road now then, it says WTON B4005, but on the sign, look, it just says Rawton. Parking brake neutral, just briefly. Quick check side to side, make sure I didn't have any cyclists filtering through, motorcyclists, etc. . Okay, so as I arrive at the back of this Mini then, there's nothing really going on my right hand side. So I'm going to go straight into first. Wasn't a big weight, biting point. Need to be careful of the Range Rover Evoque. They have to merge. Right, now I'm going to hold back now then, until I know what this person's doing. Yeah, I'm going. Because they were thinking about it, they were going to come out the side. Currently a 40-mile-an-hour single carriageway then. 38 miles an hour, 5th gear, revs, just above 1500, just lifting off. Range Rover Evoque is turning. Person behind is insanely close. He probably got triggered by having to back off earlier. Third gear, 4th gear, warning junction on my left, 5th gear again at 38 miles an hour, car's perfectly comfortable and it's nice and economic. Revs are at about 1600. At the roundabout then, I'm going Broughton B4005, did a bit of braking, car behind me now is turned off. As I approach the roundabout then, I'm going to show my intention after checking my mirrors. Third gear. I went from 3rd to 5th that time because I was fast enough. Speed limit's about to change from 40 to 50. Sixth gear now. Speed limit's 50. I've got reasonable visibility. I've got great visibility. It's a lovely clear day. The roads aren't the best quality, they're a bit bumpy. But the weather is fantastic. Right then, that's the Mini. And the Mini doesn't seem to be the most confident driver in my opinion, so I'm just going to hang back about here. We're only at 40 miles an hour at the moment. That does mean I've been caught, unfortunately, by the white van. Mini's still going slow and we're approaching a sharp bend, so I'm expecting that they'll probably go slower. Okay, being told to get back on my side of the road if I'm overtaking. Double bend then, solid white line. Just going to go a little slower because the Mini has. Right, I'm going to go 4th gear on this occasion. Mini is all the way over the lines now, he's turning, so second. I wonder if maybe they don't know where they're going. 3rd gear now, I just want to bridge the gap between me and the white van at the moment. 4th gear, just lifting off a little bit for the bend. Little bit of pressure on the accelerator as I pulled through the bend, and then more acceleration on the exit. I am taking the next turning on my left. It's on the bend, so warning sharp bend to the right with junction on it. So mirrors, signal, braking, more braking, more braking, more braking now. Gear 2. I'm in gear 2, 2.5, 3 car lengths away from the junction. 3rd, reminded there it's 50. 4th. And speed limit is reducing, so I've checked my mirrors. Did a bit of brake. As it's going downhill then, I'm going to go 3rd gear for a little bit of engine braking. Holding back really. At the roundabout, straight ahead then. Keeping over to my far left for the straight ahead. I can enter the roundabout signal on to show I'm going to exit, and then into a 20. So I'm not on the gas. I'm going to go second gear, 20 miles per hour. At the top of my road at the roundabout, then I need to go left. Had that car gone slower, I'd have just reduced my speed. Okay, at the roundabout then, going left. Quite a steep ramp, this one. Steep ramp up. And a steep ramp down. Here's the ramp down. And at this junction called Peglars then, I am going right when I'm opposite the school. Straight into the right-hand lane immediately. I'm not going to signal from this dedicated right turn lane. A little bit of braking. Car sped up a little bit too much. Okay, going through the lights then. Still in a 20 at the moment. Lifting up my eyes then. The road ahead is at 30. Still 20. Being followed. Not being passed. Speeding up. So I'm going to go faster. Then I'm going to do my gear change. To turn right at this junction, red posts. I'm going to go straight into the right hand lane. So there's the intention with the signal. Quick shoulder check. I'm going to leave the signal on while it's on. I'm fine in this gear at the moment, just slightly reduced my speed. Careful of that cyclist. I'm fine in that gear, still fine in that gear. And at the moment then, this road is open to everybody. At my next junction then, I'm going left in the direction of Mannington roundabout. Okay, so I'm turning left at the end of the road where the lights are currently on red. So mirror, I am going to signal. I want people to know I'm going that direction. Right, now before I go over the stop line, I'm going to make sure I can get out. I can. I'm keeping in the left-hand lane. I need to be careful of anyone on my right. Currently there's no one. Now there's someone trying to, but not. Just repositioning my car then. Okay, since I'm turning right at the next roundabout then, which is Mannington, I'm staying in this right-hand lane. Now, I'd have probably stayed here because of this cyclist, even if I'd have been going a different direction. But I'm going to stay in the right lane now because I am going right at the roundabout. So this is Mannington, on the brakes, bit more brake, clutch. Okay, brief parking brake, just going to reset my feet. Into gear. Biting point. Okay, so I am told then on the approach to this roundabout I need lane number 4 for the B4006, which is going right. The lights aren't currently on. Is anyone coming round? Are they coming round? No, I can go. So I'm using first right arrow so that I am staying in lane number 1. Changing that signal to a left, staying in lane number 1. Speed limit's about to increase to 50. I'm going to get on it a bit. 6th gear. The next roundabout then, the Meads, I'm going left towards the A419. Second gear now. At the next junction then, I am going ahead. So it's a light controlled crossroads called Westmead. Only one lane goes straight ahead now, and on my exit of this junction I am going straight ahead at the next roundabout. So the best place for me to now be is straight into this lane so I don't have to do my change. It's only a 30, but feels like it ought to be a faster road. It isn't, so go careful. Right, at this next roundabout then, I'm going ahead. This roundabout is called Withymead. The left lane is dedicated left, the right lane is ahead and right. So what I'm going to be doing with my positioning here is I'm going to be keeping myself slightly more towards the left hand side of my current lane. Trying to use my positioning to show where I'm going. Okay, this is my gap. At my next few roundabouts then, I'm just going straight ahead. Quicker now because I've got a bit more gap, higher gear. Next roundabout then, called Hillmead, I'm going ahead. So I'm on the brakes now, bringing the speed down. I got on the brakes at about 35 miles an hour, gear 3, keeping on the left, not going to signal. Next roundabout going left, DSA driving test centre, mirrors, signal. When I'm going left then, I then need the first turning on my right hand side. So if I turned into this road and the opportunity on this 40 mile an hour road was there to speed up, I obviously wouldn't be wanting to do it because of my almost immediate right turn. So I'm just holding back a moment just so I can see how much space I've got. Yeah, I'm happy with the space. I'm going right. Turning right here now then.